met Ibsen. What are we doing back here?
稍等一下。烟的法，还蛮像的。
Quite a sight, isn't it? As for our deal, here, take this stone. It's a lodestone, a very special kind of rock the dwarves discovered long ago. Certain gems will glow. The dwarves place clusters of these gems on the mountain and use...
Are these...
No.
Can you point...
Head west and follow the light. I'll let you in on a secret. It makes for pretty poor shelter, swarming with Dakenwares and frost imps. Oh, it could be nice one day if those buggers were cleared out.
其实这跟班也是其中一个主角。一开始选择职业的时候，可以选他当主角。他是用枪的，他的枪还蛮好用。我全部都解完了吗？ 像还没有。
Am I losing my mind to the frost fever, or are those stones glowing?
我靠背啊！ 反了。这游戏有个难点就是不能锁定，不能锁定敌人，必须要瞄好。哇，这里。
This would have to be the cave Ibsen is searching for, yes?
拉远一点好了。换你了。嘿嘿嘿。 这巫女的近战模式实在有点弱，还是用远的好了。 解决了吗？调一下装备吧。新东西，116120。这个看一下，131081。好像没什么差。哦，这个可以。174093，看一下，装甲弱了点。1740990146。好，看来也没什么了。回去交任务。还有啊，不是已经清完了吗？还有余孽。
What is it now?
I cleared out that cave. The beasts are all dead.
Really? I'm beginning to think it was worthwhile having to deal with you. No. Now that was a silly thought. Altitude must be getting to me. The promise is a promise, though. Take these.
OK， 这边都解完了。那我现在往哪个方向？一样往前走。 干脆一直用这个状态好了。不过，我的伙伴拿的枪好帅啊！哦，这里要用跑的。哦，带。救人哦！在你中间放火。
Were an unwelcome surprise. My men fought bravely. We'll have to save the greetings for later. Follow me.
Follow me. 耶勒法，讲到耶勒法，那我巫师的 DLC 还没完呢，就玩到他的本片就没再玩。
What's this? How did you get here?
Calm yourself, Phineas. Our friend here helped us seal the rear entrance. We're all thankful for your heroics in the swamp, especially those scouts whose lives you saved. I have no doubt that you'll prove your worth again.
I don't doubt your worth. Your timing is just uncanny. No matter. Jane is doing her best to flood these mines with her men. Their numbers are great, and they've employed a fearsome creature. An old, blind, but powerful war beast. It trampled many of our men. We fell back and collapsed the main entrance, but others remain. For now, we are just trying to hold the Azunites back.
We're looking for Queen Rosalind. Where is she?
She refuses to leave her army, even now. She's Listen, Queen Rosalind will want to see you. She's still in her court. Just follow the path up the well.
The well? I assume that's what we're standing in at the moment.
The deep well, actually. This chamber led to all the riches found in these mines. The wellspring of dwarven culture.
This isn't the sort of mine I expected. Is there anything else I should know?
I'm sure you've noticed more than a few oddities here, like the floating rocks. Dwarven geomancy is still strong in the mine. This magic is their greatest legacy. Geomancy governs everything here.
The Azunites are a formidable enemy. How have you fared against Jane Cassinder?
Not well. We're trying to seal all the tunnels that connect to the surface. But Jane has hundreds of soldiers, and they attack from every direction at once. It's only a matter of time before we...
There must have been hundreds of dwarves living in these mines.
They died, honorably, in the service of Her Majesty. I don't mean to insult the good Queen. Azunai knows.
I'll go and find the Queen. Good luck to you.
We'll stay here a while longer and make sure that the tunnels will hold.
It's good to see you again. May Azunai keep you safe.
Strange that a hole in the ground could be so beautiful, no?
哦，有啊，3的DLC我有玩了。不知道会不会有出，不知道会不会出那个什么巫师4。不过像那一种那么庞大的游戏，通常都隔个好几年才会出续作。我相信开发的时间会非常久。我没有开实况，因为被实况拿去开其他游戏了。找时间再回去玩黑魂吧。我要把1代玩到3代。说实在，这3代比起来，1代是最难玩的。水晶打一打，这里好多水晶。
Careful, those flare-ups will cook you alive.
Be careful.
There won't be any more explosions like the blast of 943. The dwarves built these magic fans to keep the air clear. Phineas says it's dwarven geomancy that keeps these fans turning.
哦，这个是冰的风扇。
Even after the dwarves are dead, it seems.
对啊，这个概念不错哎，有没有人想到用冰块来做成扇子，吹出来就是冷气了？不过要确保它不能融化。
Forgive me, but I'm not entirely sure I trust this platform not to pitch us into the abyss below.
这矿石，我在艺术有看过类似的矿石，长得好像。所以大家，你的伙伴可以再换另外两个角色。我一直都没有，因为另外2个都难的，我一直都没有叫出来玩。知道怎么过啊？哦，然后嘞，这样子。
These tunnels aren't safe, friend. James strains our lives as we speak. Go and see the Queen while there's time.
可以进去吗？不给进。
These tunnels aren't safe, friend. James strains our lives as we speak. Go and see the Queen while there's time.
对，之后应该把一些没玩到的 DLC 玩一下。
I think I will not be looking over the edge again anytime soon.
他怕高，的确蛮高的。
Strange, isn't it? They call it the Stone Stream. Been here for years, and it still confuses everyone but Phineas.
I have never seen a royal court before. Will it be elegant, do you think? Lords and ladies in silks and jewels, romance and intrigue.
Her Highness is just through this passageway. Please hurry.
女王殿下穿过这条通道，很好奇女王到底长什么样子。哦，这里面好像是一个营区的样子。 有商人。
Ah, I suppose that would be a no on the silks and jewels and elegance. I hold little hope for the romance and intrigue.
Is it true? Are you really from the 10th Legion?
Queen Rosalind had a dozen maids in Glayson.
他们住在这种地
We
方
are
哎。
all that's left.
We shall never abandon Queen Rosalind. Not
I
that
don't
we have
think this
anywhere
corpse
else.
will last much longer, dear. Do you?
You're the ones that helped Lord Devonsey get out of the swamp. The General swears by your prowess in battle. I've been instructed to sell you supplies at a steep discount. I've been instructed...
I cannot believe the royal court has come to this. My lands, my fortune, even my sons. Jane Cassandra took them
我
all.
还以为可以躺下去睡觉。
Too old to fight, they told me. Bah!
I worry about my husband in these drafty caverns. He'll catch his death.
好啦，要来清一清装备了。混乱寒冰。 就是其他角色的装备先卖掉嘛。看看有没有什么皇家军械厂。这装备都不知道好还不好啊！扣29，扣22，扣的都好凶。减14，这个可以。这2万多。OK。
I can scarce believe my eyes.
这就是女王。
Queen Rosalind. These are our friends from the swamp, the ones who helped us escape.
You
You couldn't know them, my queen. Perhaps you saw their kinsman in a painting. So
Hello, CUBH 杨安。
I saw you in the Moonfield when you spoke to the golden-haired child. Was it only a dream, or were you really there?
I was there, and I spoke to the child, just as you say.
I know it seems improbable, but of the things I have seen on this journey, such a dream is the least unlikely.
I've met the child before, but only in dreams. The child said that Jane and her army were near. That's why I told Lord Devonsey to collapse the front.
Did the child say anything more?
Only that help was coming. 3 days after the siege began.
Jane was clever this time. She traveled only by night, and she kept her army small and silent. We would never have been ready if the Queen hadn't warned us.
You said that you've met the child.
The first time was the night my father was killed, and we fled his court and...
It was Her Majesty's dream that led us safely here. She kept her calm.
Every time Jane comes close to catching us, the child warns me and we escape. It's happened twice more since Glayson.
Your Majesty, I was sent here to find you. The Legion seeks an alliance with the royal court.
An alliance? I'm not sure the Queen is ready to take such a radical step.
Am I not? My father refused to reconcile with the Legion. He kept his pride and lost himself a kingdom. If not for these Legionnaires, you would still be trapped in the swamp, and I would be at Jane Cassinda's mercy. For that alone,
This is not a matter of trust, Your Majesty, but of appearances. The Legion murdered your grandfather.
If Jane gets hold of the Queen, it won't matter what the people think. We can help you defend this place.
Sensible, no? Surely you will not turn us away.
And in return, the Queen must promise an alliance? Those who mistrust the Legion will say that her hand was forced.
I'll hear no more talk of my grandfather's murder. Whatever the truth may be, these Legionnaires are our guests.
The signal? So soon? Jane moved faster than we thought. We're not ready to repel her.
Can you pull back, further into the mines?
No more running. The Radiant Youth has always told me when I had to flee.
The Jane soldiers are pushing their way into the mining tunnels above and below us. I'd thought to collapse those. We need to drive back the enemy soldiers. Set black powder charges at each of the mining tunnels.
How many of your soldiers are left?
Just the few you saw in the swamp. Page boys and destitute lords, most of them.
When the tunnels are sealed, is there any other way for Jane to get inside?
Only one. A half-finished tunnel at the base of the deep well. I'd hoped to seal all the entrances but that one. Force her to attack us there. But the present circumstances may work in our favor. Assuming, of course, that we can stop her forces in the mining tunnels.
No time to waste then. I'll head for the mining tunnels.
Roderick is my officer in charge. He's probably on his way to the tunnels.
And thank you. It means a great deal to have the Legion at my side.
哦，升级了。跟女王讲话可以升级。
Speak to me when you have a moment. Welcome to our home. Not the most lavish of courts, I'll admit, but still, what little we do have is at risk. You know this all too well, I'm sure. The battle for this mountain will determine the Queen's future, but also at issue are the riches of the past. Dwarven treasures that must...
What do dwarven riches matter when the mountain is under siege?
I speak of geomancy. Lord Devonsey risked the lives of his men to save me. My knowledge must be shared. Imagine what even a dozen men such as myself could do to shape a battlefield. If the dwarven geomages yet lived, against all their power and knowledge, Jane would have no hope of entering these mines.
You mean to use geomancy to fight?
For now, yes. We are at war, and I will stand by my queen until someday, perhaps, such magic shall be harnessed to create wonders for all of humanity. But we live in a time when such thoughts are little more than idle folly.
No other royalists know the art?
Students need teachers, and I'm too busy studying the craft to teach it. Every day I learn something new, but I'm years away from being a capable instructor.
Jane is still breaching tunnels. Can geomancy help us right now?
Of course. I still have a role to play in all this. Still, demanding as present needs are, we mustn't neglect the contribution of geomancy to a royalist future.
The floating stones I've seen. You're trying to protect things like...
Levitating stones are but a trifle. Floating stones, flowing water, even the giant fans. All would be impossible if not for the stone stream.
I've seen the stone stream and the swirling rocks.
Why, it's the Dwarven Geomage's crowning achievement. A perfect melding of magic, stone, and life. The very essence of geomancy. I haven't the time to describe every particular.
Those floating platforms are amazing. How do they work?
The very rock of the platforms is infused with geomantic energy. Were the stone stream to stop functioning, the platforms might follow suit weeks or days later.
But can the stone stream help us in battle?
Perhaps. Its effect is pervasive. We might be able to manipulate it to our advantage. Still, that would be a drastic course of action. For the time being, we must protect what we can.
What exactly are you trying to protect?
Geomantic artifacts are scattered throughout these mines. And painite. One of the rarest gems in all of Ebb. Key to the greatest accomplishments of
Why is painite so valuable?
Geomancers often used the term facilitator to describe substances that amplified among their scholars. No facilitator was accorded higher value than
You want me to find some painite, I assume?
Yes, you have a lodestar already, so you'll know how to use this. It's a lodestar that reacts to the presence of paint. A dozen samples will be sufficient. I will greatly appreciate it.
I had better head to the mining tunnel.
May the battle go well. Every second that Jane is held back could make the difference.
金光闪闪。还有一个支线。
I've been instructed to sell you supplies at a steep discount. At a loss, to be honest. Is there any chance you'll be going to the southern mines, but...
Tell us what you need. If it's as important as you say...
Something valuable was left behind. A weapon of advanced make. Jane may have numbers, but the weapon is a rifle that can fire several shots before reloading. With it, a single soldier is more valuable than 10. When we fled from the Azanites, the rifle was left behind in a crystal cavern in the mines.
Where in the cavern is it exactly?
I don't know. It was hectic. We had to fall back immediately. I think I dropped it near a group of crystals, but that's all I can remember. I'm sorry.
We'll try to bring the rifle back to you.
Be careful.
来福枪。帮他找一把来福枪。吓死我！
I suppose it would have been too much to hope that we might beat the Azunites here. Oh, well, we were.
Devonsy sent you to assist. That's welcome news. My men are stretched too thin. We haven't the manpower to contain all the breaches. These tunnels are already...
I don't see your soldiers here. Where are the rest of them?
I posted cohorts at several choke points. Most of my men are near the tunnel exit, but there are far too many Azanites. We can't hold them back.
You've seen what we're up against. What's our next move?
Collapse those tunnels straight away. We've got a breach at the ventilation shaft to the east. We brought black powder as quickly as we could to the opening, but we're still a few satchels short of what we... You can find satchels in the mining tunnels. Grab them, make your way to the breach, and help us collapse it.
If these tunnels are overrun, I'll need to know more about the breach.
The ventilation shaft does lead to the outside, but it was made for the gases flowing through Glitterdelf, not... Be careful over there. It's full of explosive vapors from deep inside the mine.
No time to waste. I'll head for the...
Very good. I'll head to the western tunnels to see how our men fare there. Good luck. them back.
嘿，瞬间全倒，发生什么事？
We appear to be short a platform, yes? Perhaps we can find one of those crystals somewhere.
好呀。好，没路了。なるほど。哎，这个刚去过。然后嘞，不能动啊！这石头移过来就没怎样。哦。要按一下。暗黑3玩什么职业？我每个职业都有玩啊。我要等级练比较多的是那个巫师啊，就是法师啊。哦，会帮他取贵石。没了吗？ 那时候刚出的时候玩很凶哦，但是现在因为有很多游戏要玩，买了 PS4之后，所以我把时间留在玩一些新游戏。不想要，现在就是不太想要花更多时间那边农庄。
That is quite a lot of crystals. Well, we'd best start bashing whatever doesn't shatter us.
Over there! Ready the cannons!
哎，这里有什么东西？哦，好多人！
Keep your heads down, and those bastards may just do a job for us.
哎，谁在射我？
Spiders. Of course, if it's not one thing, it's another.
靠北死！哇，这里也砸得到。嗯，没打完。对啊，因为你要练是没完没了啊，而且它又没有什么新的东西，就是最近出了一个新职业，可能就回去玩一下吧，但是也不会练太多。哦，找到枪了！来福枪原型。哦，可不要再射了。而且水晶里面会掉钱是怎样的概念？哦，不过可以翻滚，真是太好了。入坑道内的 哎，不要先按到。这里没了吗？应该是要回去交差了。深井哦，这边开了。这里是我回来的地方吗？诶，好像是。
Alive, I see. That means plenty of dead Azanites, which makes me a happy soldier. But we're outnumbered here, and the tunnels have been overrun with more of...
How many souls?
Not many. These are the lower tunnels.
What's the situation in...
We have a breach at the old transport shaft. My men weren't able to carry much explosive powder. You might find some in our storage chamber by the incinerator pit.
An incinerator pit?
Those fissures can spit flames like angry demons, but if... The dwarves use the area for waste disposal. If you ask me... Thank you, Legionnaire. I'll round up a few soldiers and make a stand at the court. I pray it won't come to that.
造桥。先把一些支线解完哦。 这地图还蛮大的。我被吓死我！哦靠北，被夹攻了。哦，
Hold the line. The Azerites will never reach the court.
这里是要怎么样？安装炸药。 下，我看一下，看一下这附近有什么。这可以过去吗？哎，好像不行。
Unbelievable. It is like an ocean of stars below the earth.
哦，好多人，预备。哦，收集完了。这地方还没去。先往这里走。现在几点了？ 先回去交差。
You're back. I don't suppose you found the rifle.
I have it right here.
Lord Devonsey was right about you. Please, take these items. I'm sure you'll need them before you've seen the last of Jane.
I hear the tunnels have yet to be fully sealed. I hope my requests haven't distracted you too much from the task at hand. The Pay Knight. You have it. Wonderful. You have ensured the future of geomancy. Please, take these items. They're prized possessions from the Royal Armory. A fair reward for your...
有更好的。
Thank